Mr. Obama, as good as he is not going to save anyone.
A lot of people think that war is going to come to an end now that we have a new president.
He also didn't have the courage to not bail out all the bullshit at Wall Street.
He made a commitment to remove combat troops, but he wants to position additional combat troops in Afghanistan, which ratchets up the war footing in Afghanistan.
But anyway, he's a good man, better for the country than the other people, but he is not a solution to your problem or my problem.
E. Raymond Brown, give us your take on that. Once again, we just played a clip from Ghetto Physics, which is directed by E. Raymond Brown, which we have him in the studio live on the Beat Break Radio Show. And we just played a clip of Congresswoman Cynthia McKinley giving her views on some of the social issues that are plaguing in our society today. Really quick before we reach we are almost at the top of the hour, so really quick, give us your take on what Cynthia McKinley stated in that clip.
What was interesting was that was taken before Obama was fully in office, and you know, she said, you know, like, it's not going to go down the war, it's not going to stop as he promised. He's just going to switch it and shift it over, and of course that's what's happened. You know, the contracts, the weapons contractors, they still getting paid, you know, billions of dollars, and it's going down. And they just switched the boogeyman from now. It was, you know, Iraqi Al-Qaeda to, you know, Afghanistan, you know, Osama Al-Qaeda, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so it's still going down, and really, you know, that's why the dude said, hey, Mr. Obama ain't gonna save anyway. You gotta do it yourself, because, you know, people gotta understand, you know, he's getting prostituted out.
I was just about to say, I hope you said it.
You know, I support him. I support him, but he's up in there with corporate thugs, you know, who've been running it for decades, even centuries. You see what I'm saying? So they got a certain get down. You know, like I said, they're like, we like your speeches. That's good. Maybe you can push through, you know, a little bill or something you want to do. That's cool. But here, we need you to sign this stack of contracts, because this is the way to get down is here. Okay, and we've already got our people installed around you there in your cabinet. You know, so the stimulus is going to go back to where we direct you to put that stimulus. You know, we still hijacking the money. It's still going down.
A lot of people have this misconception that they think that Obama can do everything, that President Obama can make all of these decisions. But we all know that it's not Obama that makes these decisions. It's the people that he's working with. So
The real pimps.
there you go.
The real pimps.
Yeah, well, you know, and I don't want to forget to say, you know, GHETTOPHYSICS.com, and that we opening it up, you know, in 2 theaters in the ATL out here tomorrow. I don't know how far y'all broadcast, but at you know, in South Lake Pavilion, and then we doing, you know, a whole carpet thing. You come by at 7 o'clock, and then opening it around 7:15, 7:20 at Movies ATL, and doing a, you know, an after thing at JR Crickets in Camp Creek area. So I just want to throw that in there, GHETTOPHYSICS.com and all that, and Facebook, Twitter, all that. But I would say this, that, you know, that's why I put it, you know, I call it creative language code synthesis. The brain is a code-sensitive processor of information. So if you're talking somebody's language code, they're going to experience it as an insider, not be distanced out of the conversation. So if we put it in academic code, corporate or business, layperson, street code, synthesize them together, everybody's an insider, nobody's getting marginalized. We can share information back and forth, expand the conversation, but we're gonna get some traction, and that's how we can go into some, you know, sharing some in-depth information about what's really going on behind the scenes. And, you know, you can't counter the game if you can't see it. So, you know, how we're gonna stimulate the creative thinking when you can't even see it. But we gotta talk to you about it in your language code, while elaborate, in-depth, formal analysis escapes a lot of people's listening process.
Okay, do you have time to hang out with us? Because we definitely want to ask you some questions. Plus, we want to get your take on the midterm election, because we are in the midterm election season. So I want to get your take on that. So do you have time to stick around?
Sure.